Saludos familia, saludos a Jesús, administrador del grupo Todo Solo Lucha Libre. Hoy en una nueva entrevista tenemos al luchador Anton Nathan. Hello, Mr. Anton. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, where are you from?
I am from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Okay. COVID-19, does this have affected you mentally or physical way?
Yeah, COVID-19 has affected me quite a bit. I mean, we've all been stranded at home for a good, 8 or 9 months now. For me, in some ways, it's been a break I needed. I started learning how to play guitar. I got in better shape. And so, I mean, for some ways, it's been good for me in that perspective. But I really miss having an audience at shows. That's where it's been bad.
Okay, who or what was your inspiration to become a wrestler?
There's a lot of people. I'm 20 years old and watched a lot of. I first started watching a lot of WWE when I was around 10, so only 10 years ago. So some of the first people I saw and got really into were John Cena, Undertaker, and Edge. Those were the big three. But now who I really like to watch and model myself after are guys like Ricky Steamboat. Ricky Steamboat's one of my favorite people to study.
Oh my God, being too young and you admire Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Okay, who trains you?
I originally, so a few years ago, I lived in Michigan. I went to high school, I went to middle and high school in West Michigan. So, even though I'm from Bethlehem and I live there again, my wrestling journey didn't start there. So I started right before my senior year of high school training with Josh Raymond, also formerly known as Josh Abercrombie. And I trained with him for about a year until I graduated high school, and I ended up moving back home. And that's where I got into Wild Samoan.
Oh my God, the Wild Samoan too. Okay, how many years have you been a wrestler so far?
Well, it was a good 1.5 or about 2 years I was training. So for only a little bit over a year have I actually been doing matches.
Okay, do you remember your first match? How do you feel entering the ring? With whom do you fight? Do you lose or you win?
I actually got to win my first match. And I remember it very clearly, and I was physically shaking going into my first match. But it was also last minute. Just got pushed in there, so I didn't have too much time to think about it. But it was while I was still in Michigan. My first 4 matches were in Michigan, and it was with my friend Dennis, who was also another student training with us. And me and Dennis were really close because not only did we know each other as students there, but we were even friends in high school. Even before starting training, we went into it together. So he was also my best friend, and then now he's actually been wrestling officially for only a few months. Has he been taking bookings and whatever, and he goes by LaDon Sanders. But yeah, me and him, that was our first match, and it was all very last minute. We thought we were just going and helping setting up the ring and whatever, and we're just gonna watch. And then the promoter came up to our trainer and was like, "Hey, would you be okay with having your students in the pre-show?" And he said, "Okay." And we were very thrown off, very last minute. We had only been training for about 9 months at that point, and I wasn't even 18 yet at that point. I was it was a week before my 18th birthday, so I was still 17.
So when you told your parents that you want to become a wrestler, what do they say?
Well, first when I was 10 and I said it, they were supportive, and then when I got older, they were like, "Oh, I guess this isn't a phase," and they like slowly became less supportive. And when I was 16, I met the man I started training with, Josh Raymond, and he asked. I went there with my friend Dennis, and he said, "How about it?" He said, "How about this?" Like he likes to interview guys before he starts training them. So we so he asked us if since I was 16 and Dennis was 18 or 19, and he asked if your parents are concerned, and I want to meet you guys first. Uh, you and your families can come have dinner with me. And so we went and had dinner at some restaurant somewhere in probably Southwest Michigan. I was less familiar with the area, but um, so me and my mom and dad and my friend Dennis and his mom and dad and his little brother and our friend Angel. Our friend Angel was originally going to start training with us as well, and he's still like on the fence about that. But me and Dennis were both wrestlers now, and so we had dinner with him, and they were once like both of our parents saw we were serious about it, they were dead set against it, and I was like, come on, my sister takes piano lessons. You guys are cool with that? This is like the same thing, but better. And they said, nope, we're not helping you at all with that. And then so I started working at Burger King, the whole school year, and I was like, and then I got my license a week before I started training, and I said, okay, fine, I'll do it all by myself then, and then they became supportive. They weren't there for my first match. They were there for my second though, and they were only not there for my first because they didn't know it was gonna happen. but but it took a little bit. Once they saw I was serious, they weren't having it anymore.
Okay, heel or face?
I'm a face.
Okay. So Anton Nathan, that's not your real name, aren't you?
Nope. That is my middle and first name switched. So I really
Okay,
am
okay,
Anton Nathan. It's just a different arrangement.
okay. So I'm watching here your Instagram and I'm seeing something that maybe you're very familiar with it. I'm talking about this.
Oh yeah, PRWA.
What can you say about that match?
Well, that match was tough. It was with Hades, and Hades is a big guy, so the odds were stacked against me, and it was over quick. but but that was my debut for PRWA fairly recently, and I think PRWA has some it's it's about to be a pretty big deal here pretty soon. We did the second taping the other day, and it like I assume you've seen the first 8 episodes, or like the ones coming up are gonna blow your mind. They're like that much better than like what we've seen so far. Um, but yeah, Hades was tough. Luckily, more recently I had my match with Boom Hayden. Also didn't go the way I wanted, but some big things are gonna be coming up here, and I hope to turn my record around in PRWA here pretty soon.
Okay. Uh, in Puerto Rico, we know Eric Garcia. He
Yep.
is the right now he's the owner of the PRWA. Does he have talked to you to bring you here to Puerto Rico?
I yeah, so the last taping of it, like before my match with Hades, that was my first time meeting Eric. And I actually met him through Lobo.
Okay.
But
Silent Sisters?
yep.
Okay.
So I met Eric through Lobo, and that's how I got on there. And yeah, I mean, I'd be so down to wrestle in Puerto Rico.
Well, maybe we can see you someday here in Puerto Rico. We never know.
Hopefully soon. I've been to San Juan before, but only on vacation.
Okay. Okay, right now I'm looking at your hair, the kind of style you have. Are you some kind of rocker wrestler or something like that?
I am a SoundCloud rapper.
I'm rapper, un rapero, señoras y señores, porque le pregunté sobre la manera que él tiene el cabello. De hecho, él tiene aquí en su página de Instagram, dice here, SoundCloud Sensation, la sensación de SoundCloud. O sea que, have you
Yeah,
record, have you record some music or something like that?
yeah. I on the website and app SoundCloud. I have 3 songs on SoundCloud, and I say they're pretty good. I got How Many, May I Have Some Coochie, and Cheap Heat. Those are my 3 songs.
Let's wait. Okay, one car pass here. Que estaba pasando un camión muy alto. There's a truck very loud in here. So when you talk about SoundCloud shout out is back. This is you.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. So you said that you have already three three songs on SoundCloud.
yeah.
That's correct.
I got 3 songs. They're called How Many, May I Have Some Coochie, and Cheap Heat.
Señores, en SoundCloud él tiene 3 canciones para que en cualquier momento la puedan ver. Y aquí algo que impresiona es que él tiene una foto con uno de los nuestros, Bad Bunny. I'm watching here the photo you have here with Bad Bunny. Do you have the chance to share some, I don't know, talking about how to be a good rapper or something like that? Or maybe you two will be on a song soon?
Wait, who's the picture with?
Okay, I don't know if this one. Is this a Photoshop or
Oh,
this
Bad
is
Bunny. Bad
the
Bunny,
Bad Bunny?
yeah. I'm hoping to have a song coming up with Bad Bunny.
Eh, la foto es de Bad Bunny, uno de los raperos. Ustedes lo que tienen que conocer porque él es muy famoso. Y si acaso, o sea, la página de este caballero está lleno de cosas que si usted las entiende, las comprende, son sumamente hasta cómicas. Ustedes conocen los personajes de Jay and Silent Bob, ustedes los han visto, que son estas dos figuras que son pues tipo marihuanero, uno no habla, el otro pues es rubio. Pues mírenlos aquí, pero en forma luchística. I'm just saying that people that I'm watching at your photos and you have a lot of very, very cool photos, very funny photos.
Thank you.
And yeah, it really sounds like you're having a lot of fun, you know. I'm watching this, I don't know if this is a promo or something. It looks like like an old promo, the type of promo you do in the past, like, mire, mi gente, estoy hablando de esta promo que cuando ustedes la ven, parecen esas promos de los tiempos de antes, cuando las leyendas hacían las promos. De hecho, hay una foto aquí. There's a photo in here that says May 15. It says 20. Maybe this is your happy birthday.
Yeah.
Ok. Mi gente, les voy a enseñar una foto del caballero a los 20 años y ustedes me van a decir si es él o no es él. They're going to say if this is you or not. Look at this photo. This is him at his birthday. Did you see the difference?
Yeah.
It's a lot of difference here. I mean, you see this photo and you say, no, that is not him. Usted ve esta foto, te va a decir, no, ese no es él. this is him. This is the same guy I'm talking with. Do you see the difference between when you are a wrestler, you're a normal human being? I mean, it's a lot different. He's laughing because he understands what I'm
Yeah, I
talking
see
about.
it.
Okay, and here is okay. You're correct. You look exactly like Humberto of the WWE.
Before I
Yeah,
grew a
the same.
mustache, I was getting so many messages about that.
Okay, talking about different kind of wrestling. Uh, if you have the chance to be on the WWE, AEW, or Impact Wrestling, which one would you choose?
That's tough. They all got different stuff going right now, and it's all pretty cool. Like despite the fact that we're limited as far as audiences go, they've all found different ways to do things their way. And I mean, honestly, they're all really interesting to me. I'd like to at some point be on all of them. But I I'm gonna have to choose WWE.
Okay, now, would you say yes if they put you in a kind of like an artist character, like a comedy character? Would you like that, or you would say, nah, I don't want to be that kind of a wrestler. I want to be a serious wrestler. What can
I'm
you say
cool.
about?
I'm cool with comedy. I think I can pull off both serious and funny. And right now, quite a bit. I'm pulling off the comedy stuff a little bit. But I'm ready to show people I'm a serious wrestler as well.
It would be nice to know that you're a rapper. Can you imagine you having a match against John Cena? First a rap contest, and then I don't know, you then get mad, you attack John Cena, and then you have a fight against John Cena. It would be cool. I mean, maybe John Cena starts singing, then you start singing. The people will say, John Cena, John Cena. You get very mad, you attack him, then you're gonna have a fight. Can you imagine something like that?
Yeah, especially 10-year-old me. 10-year-old me could definitely imagine something like that. Um, Seems very less possible now with his current schedule and but I mean I'd love to see that someday happen for sure.
Okay. How do you feel so far with this interview?
I feel like it's going good.
Okay. How can people reach you on the social media?
Almost on everything. My at is at Anton says Yee.
Okay. Are you on Facebook too?
I-
Are
I'm
you
on
on Facebook?
Facebook as well. Yeah.
Okay. On Twitter?
Uh yeah, but I don't use Twitter nearly as much as everything else. But I'm on Twitter.
Ok. Mira, mi gente. Así lo pueden conseguir en Instagram. Anton Nathan, Anton Yes. Búsquenlo, escríbanle. Vamos a darle la oportunidad, ¿verdad? De venir a su país. Se ve que es una buena persona. You look like a really cool guy
Thank you.
to to Puerto Rico. I hope that Eric Garcia will see some potential in you and he could bring you here. Maybe I could meet you someday here in Puerto Rico. It would be nice to meet somebody like you because I know that you kind of weird, crazy, comedy kind of type, and I think it would be a lot of good time sharing some time with you. I'm just imagining having some time with you, and I know it's gonna be pretty cool time with you. So, some last word that you want to say to the people?
Um I don't know. Like I was just saying, you can reach me at Anton Says Yeah. Um, you can check out my SoundCloud, Anton Nathan. Hopefully, I'm gonna be dropping some new songs too. Maybe some disses on some wrestlers I don't necessarily like. Um, I'm not on Twitter that much, but you can check me out on Instagram. SoundCloud Shoutout is a pretty cool show where you can get other SoundCloud rappers can get shouted out by me. Along with that, I have a Cameo. If you want a shout out for any special event, but mostly I'm on Instagram, and you can even check me out on TikTok a little bit now.
Ok, mi gente, chequen SoundCloud, tiene ya 3 canciones ahí, vamos a respaldarlo, vamos a darle el apoyo y mi gente, será todo por el momento, pendiente a una nueva entrevista. Thank you, Mr. Anton. Have a nice day.
You too.